That shit is crazy, boy. Oh, we in there. Pull that up real quick. Split you for me. Gonna get right. Let me see. We got the same. Boom. All right. Community gathering. We in here. 666. The beast. Yeah, man. We finna dive in. Oh, damn, I gotta put the community gathering first. The beast. There we go. Grand. What's poppin', y'all? What's poppin'? I pray everyone is doing amazing tonight. We about to dive in. This community gathering. Divine rising. Royal rising. Rich rising. Grand rising. Yes, because we are always rising and we will forever rise. Yeah. All right, man. Y'all know how we do, man. We gonna vibe out. Let everybody come on in real quick, you know. Go ahead and grab your oodles and noodles. Go on and grab your juice, you feel me? I got my juice, you feel me? Go on and get your, go on and roll up and etc. You know what I'm saying? We gonna vibe out real quick. Let everybody come on in. Somebody said devil worship.
Yeah, say Look, it's gold roses in my bathtub, water hot, Epsom salt with some essential rubs. It's gold roses on my floor too. I want God, might as well paint my floor blue. It's gold roses in my bedroom, bandanas hanging down, that's my red room. Look, it's gold roses in my kitchen too. Everything I cook is vegan, ain't no chicken soup. Look, I write my goals and follow through, cause that's my focus. I meet my goals halfway, cause that's the local. If that shit destroy my peace, I don't care what that is. Grab a light, burn some sage, I don't know what that is. It's all good to keep it moving, keep that vibe right. Make sure you meditate, keep that mind right. Burn some sage, keep it moving, keep that vibe right. Make sure you meditate to keep that mind right. It's gold roses in my bathtub, water hot, Epsom salt with some essential rubs. It's gold roses on my floor too. I want God, might as well paint my floor blue. It's gold roses in my bedroom, bandanas hanging down, that's my red room. It's gold roses in my kitchen too. Everything I cook is vegan, ain't no chicken soup. All my niggas breathe in, all my niggas breathe out. Hey, burn some, hey, matter of fact, hey, burn some Palo Santo on. Look, hey, take a break and smell the flowers while you still can. Better tell your folks you love them while you still can. It's gold roses in my blunt when I smoke too. Spiritual practice with these songs make me float. These next 3 days I ain't eating, see I'm fasting. Feeling closer to my God, I got passion. See, I used to carry hate, but I got passion. So much pain up in my heart, it had me lashing. Rosemary on my temples, help with migraines. It's an honor being of service, that's on my name. A God amongst men, you can't touch me now. Controlling all my urges, you can't fuck me now. It's gold roses in my bathtub, water hot, Epsom salt with some essential rubs. It's gold roses on my floor too. I want God, you might as well paint my floor blue. It's gold roses in my bedroom, bandanas hanging down, that's my red room. It's gold roses in my kitchen too. Everything I cook is vegan, ain't no chicken soup. A God amongst men, you can't touch me now. Controlling all my urges, you can't fuck me now. A God amongst men, you can't touch me now. Controlling all my urges, you can't fuck me now.
Yeah, man. Y'all know how we do it, man. We back in here, man. Y'all know the community gather. We know we got a vibe out before we, before we dive in, man. Go ahead and get your oodles and noodles. Go ahead and roll up and get right. You feel me? Go ahead and grab your juice. I'm stacked with my juice. You feel me? I got the chlorophyll water. Yeah, we going in tonight. You feel me? Electrical beans, baby.
I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. Look, I'm feeling close to the meat. I wake up and burn my sage in a moment. I sit back and close my eyes and feel the energy flowing. I turned vegan, yeah, I changed my diet. I enjoyed my pork and beans, but it was too many dying. I started reading too, I started learning the truth. Understand a lot of shit I learned, it wasn't true. I started wanting land, attending the flowers. I started setting some intentions before I hop in the shower. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. Look, I'm feeling close to the meat. I started meditating. I started finding peace. I stopped believing in the sky and started believing me. I don't really smoke weed. See, I smoke herbs now. Chamomile and lavender, so calm your nerves now. I started healing trauma, like shadow work. Ain't really had much growing up, so yeah, I did some dirt. But you see, I still forgive myself. I had to look up in the mirror, I had to heal myself. I had to understand my thoughts were powerful, nigga. I made sure I spoke my goals like every hourly, nigga. See, at this moment now, I don't chase, I attract. What belongs to me will find me as long as I stay on track. Whew. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. Look, I'm feeling close to the meat. Creating wealth for these generations. I'ma speak the truth, I'ma touch their heart, you can feel my penetration. I'ma make sure they remember this name. Even though I'm fully healed, I'ma still remember the pain. But it's okay though, I'm a God, bro. Energy can't be destroyed, I'm alive, bro. Now I understand, what you focus on, grow big. I focused on getting a million, and I damn sure did. Now just focus, bro. Just focus, bro. Your life is your state of mind. Keep hoping, bro. Now just focus, bro. Keep focused, bro. Your life is your state of mind. Keep hoping, bro. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. I am that. I've been that. And day by day, I'ma get closer to that. And I'ma forever be that. As I think it, as I speak it, as I write it, so it shall be. I am.
Hey. I'm feeling close to God. I started meditating. I started finding peace. I stopped believing in the sky and started believing me. I don't really smoke weed. See, I smoke herbs now, chamomile and lavender, so calm your nerves now. I started healing trauma, like shadow work, and really had much growing up. So yeah, I did some dirt, but you see, I still forgive myself. I had to look up in the mirror. I had to heal myself. I had to understand my thoughts were powerful, nigga. I made sure I spoke my goals like every hourly, nigga. See, at this moment now, I don't chase. I attract. What belongs to me will find me as long as I stay on track. Whew. I'm feeling closer to God. I pray everyone is doing amazing today, man. I pray everyone is doing amazing. The song is called Closer to God by Tone Levels, TONELEVELS. It is any and everywhere, and you can find it any and everywhere. I pray everyone is doing amazing today, man. Welcome back to the community gathering. As we all can see, man, the topic before we dive into the community gathering is 666, the beast. I seen someone asking about coming from a Christianity standpoint. Can we explain and please overstand, and understand that I will most definitely elaborate and expound on what I mean by 666, the beast. And not only what I mean, but the esoteric meaning of 666, the beast. So for those, if this is your first time in the community gathering, welcome. This is a safe space for all of us to speak, for all of us to talk, for all of us to express ourselves. You know what I'm saying? All of the above. Also, if this is your first time, can y'all hear me? Everybody can hear me. Somebody said they can't hear. All right. So if this is your first time in a community gathering, if you have any questions, just put the questions in a question mark. And of course, if you want to join me on a community gathering, all you have to do is request the video and then we're going to dive in. Right. So as y'all know, man, well, for those that don't know, when I first start my community gatherings, man, I like to start it off with good energy, great energy as well. I like to set the tone. And for those that don't know, this right here is the frequency that is tuned to the third eye. So about 30 seconds to a minute, we're going to do like a sound bowl meditation. 30 seconds to a minute. All we're going to do is breathe in our nose, breathe out of our nose. The purpose of it is, of course, to activate the parasympathetic nervous system to calm ourselves down. And because the flesh is just a vehicle, we are soul and spirit beings. The purpose of breathing in and out of our nose is to control this flesh. All right, we're going to dive into prayer, and then we're going to, So let's start. I would like to give honor and thanks to the powers that be that have put me in the position to obtain knowledge, to not only obtain this knowledge, but to convert this knowledge into wisdom, to not only teach myself, but the people, places, and things around me. Also send this same energy out to every being that is on this live and that will watch this live, to not only be able to obtain the knowledge that will be spoken, but also convert this knowledge into wisdom to not only teach themselves, but the people, places, and things around them. I give honor and thanks, and I speak life and power into the powers that be. Ashe, Asheo, Amen, and whatever else you shall subscribe to. We are in the community gathering. Divine fellas and ladies, kings and queens, gods and goddesses. Tonight we got something to talk about. Yeah. We got a little something to talk about, man. You know, I know certain people's antennas are up right now because of the topic says 666 the beast before we dive into the community gathering. And I'm going to explain and I'm going to expound on what I mean real quick. I just want to throw this out here. If this is your first time on the community gathering, welcome. Welcome to the community gathering. Of course, this is a safe space for all of us to speak. If you have any questions, please put the questions in the question box. And if you want to join me on the live and we have a nice dialogue, please request to join the live, man. So let's dive on in, man. Community gathering. 666. The beast. Woo. The beast, baby. The beast. So tonight, on my topic, right, is I am pretty much explaining. And if y'all see me going back and forth real quick, I got another device that I'm recording for all my YouTube, so post on my YouTube. So if y'all see me going back and forth, that is because. But now, so tonight I'm gonna be pretty much explaining the metaphysical anatomy of the gods, right? And what I mean the gods, I'm speaking about us carbon beings, us neuromelanated beings, not melanated beings, but neuromelanated beings. For those that don't know, melanin is just the scientific copy of neuromelanin. Neuromelanin is carbon. Carbon is dark matter energy, and that is the most powerful energy there is, right? So again, I'm explaining the metaphysical anatomy of the anatomy of the gods, right? I need everyone on here to understand that we are powerful beings, right? We are very, very powerful to the point where we don't even fully know how powerful we are. And even if we did, we've been conditioned and programmed to not even grasp how powerful we are. But the thing is that they know how powerful we are, right? We've been programmed to forget how powerful we are. So when we break down the metaphysical anatomy of the gods, right? The gods are electrical beings. Now, for y'all know, in my past lives, when I speak about health and wellness in our body, I always say that we are electrical beings and we need electrical things, right? And so when you speak about electrical beings, when you break down the biochemistry and the anatomy of the gods and us being carbon beings, 666, right? It's a reason why they have programmed us to believe that the number 666 is the mark of the beast, or 666 is the beast, or 666 is the devilish, right? For those that don't know, understand, and understand that what they do is that they take all the things, all the necessities that make us powerful and that will add to our power. They take it, use it for themselves to enslave, program, and indoctrinate us, and to make us fearful of the things that make us powerful. So what do I mean by it? I mean by, for an example, 666, right? What makes up carbon? You got 6 neutrons, 6 protons, 6 electrons. Then when we break into numerology, right? 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. Then when you break down 18, 1 plus 8 is what? 9. That's us being 9 ether beings, pure dark matter energy. This breakdown, 666, 6 neutrons, 6 protons, 6 electrons, what makes dark matter energy. Dark matter energy in this material realm is manifested in this material world as carbon. For those that don't know what carbon is basically what you're looking at right now on this live. You're looking at a carbon being. It's the reason why I'm brown. It's the reason why I have the color brown. It's the reason why I have neuromelanin going inside of me. I'm made of neuromelanin and dark matter energy, right? Now, what we have to understand is that carbon, like I said earlier, is neuromelanin. It's not melanin. Again, melanin is nothing but the scientific copy of neuromelanin. Neuromelanin is the purest, it's the purest melanin. You feel what I'm saying? So you have to understand that every living thing, every natural living thing, every natural living being comes from carbon, which carbon comes from dark matter energy, right? This is why I always say also that you are everything and everything is you, because you are connected to everything yet attached to nothing. You are everything, right? If I say all natural life forms come from carbon, all natural life forms come from dark matter energy, which manifests in this material reality as carbon, right? Which we then break down into the scientific form of neuromelanin. All living beings, all natural living beings come from dark matter energy, which manifests in carbon, which then manifests in the scientific form of neuromelanin. This is why you are everything and everything is you. We also have to understand that carbon vibrates, right? Carbon vibrates at a certain frequency, right? And so what happened was when carbon was vibrating on, when carbon was aligned with the correct frequency at the highest frequency, right? We will be vibrating green, blue, or red. That's why in my past videos and my past lives, I always say that when I'm in the sun, I glow red. It's a reason why I say that. It's because I come from carbon. I come from dark matter energy. You have to understand that when we were in our highest frequency, we were literally green, blue, and or red. This is what Avatar, the movie Avatar, was showing y'all, was showing us. This is what all these superhero movies show us. When you see one of the most powerful superheroes, are red, green, or blue. When you pull in X-Men, the most powerful X-Men, one of the most powerful X-Men was blue, right? But I'm gonna even dive into X-Men because we have to understand that in these movies they have to show us the truth. But I'm skipping beyond. Let me stay on track, right? So what we have to understand is this, right? Carbon vibrates when carbon is aligned and is vibrating at its highest frequency. Us as carbon beings, we were green, blue, and or red. We used to be these colors before we fell in frequency. This is what the Holy Scripture talks about when the great fall has happened. The great fall is us falling in frequency, us falling within our lower chakras, us falling within our lower selves, us falling in frequency and vibration. This is what the Holy Scripture, what the Bible talk about, the Holy Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, this is what they talk about. When you fall the great fall is the falling in frequency. Right now, what also happened, which is why we are the color brown, is also because what happened was the Great Invasion in the 1400, the Great Invasion, when the human beings came from planet Nern, right? When they came from planet Nern and they landed here on planet Kai, also Mother Gaia, which is what this Earth is really called. It's not even called Earth. This plane that we're on is actually called Mother Kai, Planet Kai, and in other terms, Mother Gaia, right? So when the humans came from planet Nern after being created, they came down here, and what they did was they invaded us and they filled the atmosphere with oxygen. See, naturally, we're not even supposed to be breathing oxygen. Oxygen makes us rust. What does oxygen do to carbon? What does oxygen do to metal? After a long period of time, They rust. So all we have been doing is when we're breathing in this oxygen, we have been rusting from the inside out. This is why over time, when we come out the womb, we got blue patches on us. We got green patches on us. We got dark patches on us. But over time, that birthmark, what it does, it fades away. And now our entire body is now being rusted from the inside out, and now we become brown, right? I pray everyone is following me. I pray everyone is following me. Everybody following me. I know I'm saying a lot right now, but yeah, drop me some numbers real quick. Let me see some triple digits real quick. Let me make sure everybody follow me, man. Make sure everybody follow me real quick. All right, for sure. All right. So those are the first two things that happened. We fell in frequency. We started breathing in oxygen, and also when the great invasion happened, the electromagnetic field of the plane, it got knocked off its course. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of things. And what I mean by that is, when they invaded us, right? Just like in the movie Avatar, when they invaded us, right? They what they did was they knocked our second sun out of orbit, right? What I'll say they did was they cut down all of our ancient trees, right? They did all of this. This is what the movie Avatar was talking about. If you go back and watch Avatar, you will, as soon as they knocked down the tree, all the great beings of Avatar, they fell in frequency. They started shrinking. They started losing their color. And again, once the atmosphere was filled with oxygen, we started to rust, and we started to really rust from the inside out. Copper rust. We were blue, green, and red. Now, the great thing about it is, even because we are carbon beings, because we are pure carbon beings, and we come from neuromelanin and dark matter energy, being able to meditate as neuromelanated beings, we are actually able we have the power, and we are able to actually bend space, bend time, bend reality at our own will. We're supposed to be way bigger. That's a fact. What? For dope, man, it been for so long, I've been feeling like I'm so much bigger than this. I'm 6 feet tall. I've been feeling like I'm so bigger than this. And that's because subconsciously you are. Your spirit and your soul is most definitely a lot bigger than 5'5" or 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man, listen. We finna dive deep in this motherfucker, right? We finna dive deep, man. What they saying over here? Facts. So listen. 666 the beast. 6 neutrons, 6 protons, 6 electrons. 6 plus 6 plus split 6 equals 18. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 ether, dark matter energy, carbon. Right? And and because we are pure dark matter energy, right? We have to understand that there is nothing more powerful than you. There is nothing more powerful than you. You are everything, and everything is you. I'm speaking about the metaphysical anatomy of the gods. I'm speaking about us right now. I'm speaking about us. Let me see what y'all talking about real quick. And levitate, but we only use a small percentage of our brain. Facts. I'm finna get into that real soon. I know my soul bigger than 5'2". I'm telling you. And real quick, even before I dive and continue, right? So you see how Queen Jazzy Love said, I know my soul is bigger than 5'2", right? Just think about this. We are so powerful and we hold so much light, right? I remember having a conversation with somebody that was asking, what if we reincarnated as animals, right? Do we like in our next life, what if we reincarnate as a horse or as a dog or whatever the case may be? In my perspective, especially us being neuromelanated beings, and how powerful we are and how much power we actually hold, I honestly feel like, and I feel like in my soul, if we was to ever, any one of us was to ever incarnate into an animal, the animal's body would combust. Why? Because we are so bigger than this. We are so much bigger than this. Elephants was our pets. Lions was our dogs. We was literally holding lions under our armpits and walking. You can literally go to Google Earth and you can go to Google Earth and you can literally see footprints in the ocean. And then one thing I like about Google Earth is that you can actually map how big those footprints are. Footprints over 20 feet. So even when we speak on that in that standpoint, now we even have to ask ourselves, so are oceans really oceans? What are really, because now we have to ask ourselves is, if there was land, if we was walking on land before there was oceans, where did the oceans come from? Man, I'm telling you, man, it's bad. Listen, man. So look, let's continue, right? So boom. So we back, right? 666, the beast, right? 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. It's a reason why they have programmed and indoctrinated us to be afraid and to demonize 666, right? Now, we have to understand that this carbon, right, that we see is nothing but dark matter energy in its material form. We're literally come from dark matter energy. Now, dark matter energy is the most powerful life form of energy there is, because that is where all natural life forms come from. Now, one thing I want to point out is I always talk about Doctor Strange, right? Remember what I just said? Dark matter energy is the most powerful energy there is. And Doctor Strange, I'm talking about the first movie, the first Doctor Strange. Y'all go back and watch it, right? When the top dog lady of the whole facility, they found out that she was actually gaining her powers from dark matter energy, pretty much, right? I forget the terminology that they used in that movie, but in that movie, in Doctor Strange, the first Doctor Strange, she literally was pulling energy from dark matter energy to pretty much make herself more powerful than everybody else in that vicinity. And when they found out, of course, they felt some type of way, but shit, it's dark matter energy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, everything comes from dark matter energy. Now, I really pray that, I pray that I'm broadening the perspective of why all of this is going on. And I pray that what I'm doing. Okay, let me slow down. I pray that I am broadening the perspective of why they want us gone, right? They want us gone because we are God in its material form. Again, they want us gone because we are God in its material form. We have to understand that their consciousness has been hijacked, period. I'm talking about every human being. Now, I'm gonna speak on why I'm saying human being, all right? We're going to get to that. Let him who have eyes see, let him who have ears hear, right? Now, the question I want to ask is, why do you think they are afraid of us, right? Why do you think they was afraid of us? For those that don't know who Erykah Badu is, if you don't know who Erykah Badu is, then you need to just hop off of this live. I'm going to keep it gangster with you, all right? Now, you need to hop off the live and you need to go do some homework before you come on over here. Now, Erykah Badu, right? She has a song, right? She said, if we were made in his image, then call us by our name. Most intellects don't believe in God, but they fear us just the same. If we were made in his image, then call us by our name. Most intellects don't believe in God, but yet they fear us just the same. Now, I want to break this down real quick, right? She said, If we were made in his image, then call us by our name, right? She also said most intellects. Now, excuse me. It's a reason why she said most intellects. Most intellects, right? These humanoids. Excuse me, it's the juice, y'all. It's the juice. The humanoids are so soulless that they have no choice but to think and feel with their mind, with intellect. This is why she said most intellects don't believe in God, but yet the intellects fear us just the same. The humanoids, they have no choice but to think and to feel with their mind, with their intellect, right? And that's only if they feel. See, beings with soul and spirits, we're not humanoids. We're soul and spirits having a human experience versus the humanoids. They don't have souls. They don't have spirits. So all they can do is have a human experience, and all they can do is use their mind. We don't just use our mind. We use our soul and spirit first before anything. I'm trying to tell y'all, we are manifested dark matter. We are manifested dark matter energy. We come from the source of where all natural living beings come from. Before I continue, I just want to make sure everybody following along. Everybody following along with me? Let me see some numbers real quick. Let me see some 333s, some 444s, some 666. Let me see some shit real quick. Display, you feel me? Get away from feeling. Facts. We are everything and everything is us. Hello. Trying to tell you. There we go. All right, for sure. Everybody with me. Everybody with me. Just make it show. Just make it show. You know, we got a few people that came in late to class. You know, we got Buddy in the back. He got headphones in. You know, we got the two queens over here. They playing Temple Run. You know what I'm saying? You know, a few people ain't paying attention, but it's okay, though. It's okay, though. Just want to make sure everybody with me. Now, this is the analogy that I want everybody to speak on, right? Well, not speak on, but think about. Now, let's say you have a lion, right? You got a lion. And, well, first off, the word lion, as the humanoids have done, they have personified the word lion and made it a physical being, which is a lion, right? So we have been programmed to look at a lion and say, okay, that's a lion. So we know that's a lion, right? But yet the lion don't know it's a lion. The lion just know it's a being, right? Now, let me ask you. I'm not even going to ask you. You wouldn't go inside of a cage with a lion. I don't care if the motherfucker is chained up, if it's drugged up, and if you do go inside of the cage with the lion and it's chained up and drugged up, you still going to be a little shaky, right? You still going to be a little shaky. Everything that they have done to the lion, but yet if you still go inside of this cage with the lion, you still going to be a little shaky. Why? Because deep down in your conscious and or your subconscious, you know that any given moment, this lion will rise up and do its due diligence. Listen to the analogy that I'm giving. The lion can be drugged up, chained up, all kind of sedated, but yet you know that if you step inside this cage, you know at any given moment, this lion will wake up and do its due diligence. How do you think they feel about us? Why do you think when we get pulled over, how do you think they feel when they walking up to a car with us? Oh, this lion. I mean, shit. You know, yeah, he probably smoking weed. You know, he probably drunk. But shit, man, shit, he's still powerful. That's why they always say, till this day, they say proceed with caution. Proceed with caution when approaching. And if you breathe wrong, kill him. Even if you breathe wrong, kill him. Why? Because they know all it takes is for us to believe how powerful we are. All it takes is for us to believe how powerful we are. And from there, oh, baby, it's game over. Even with the lion, like, you know, so even with the lion analogy, right? Cause I'm the type, I'm like, man, shit, if I go in the wild or whatever the case may be, you know, pure animals, real natural animals, they go off frequency and vibration. And, you know, a lot of the animals know who we are because we are everything. And yet we are everything and everything is us. We are the gods of this land. So when we walk amongst a lion ain't, to keep it gangster with you, a lion really ain't finna do shit with us. Even if we vibrating at a highest frequency. That's the same thing with bees. I know a lot of information going out with bees now. If you're vibrating in the frequency of love, you're going to attract bees. The bees ain't finna sting you. How do you think? That's all animals. That's all natural animals. When you're vibrating from the highest frequency, the universal frequency of love, animals ain't finna fuck with you. They gonna look at you, what's happening, homie, and keep it moving. So even when we speak about the lion, I mean, shit, yeah, we in the wild and we vibrating high, whatever the case may be, you know, ain't too much shit really finna happen. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm just drawing the analogy that, you know, because it's completely different from a zoo. I'm gonna keep it gangster with you. At this point, the lion is operating in straight survival. He don't give a fuck what frequency you at. Listen, I'm trying to get out this cage. I need to go back to the homies. I need to go back to the Dukes. I need to go back see my kids. I need to get back in the wild because all this bullshit listen. So the lion could listen to the analogy that I'm speaking. The lion is trying to get back to nature. The lion is trying to get back home. This is our home. Don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is get back to the frequency of where we came from, of where we fell from. See, our subconscious mind is constantly, our DNA is constantly trying to unlock. Our subconscious mind is constantly trying to communicate to our conscious mind to tell ourselves, raise your frequency. You are much powerful you are so much power. There is nothing more powerful than you. This is constant. Your DNA, your subconscious mind is constantly communicating to you. They don't care how asleep. They don't care how drugged up you is, how low vibrational you is, how sedated you is, how zombie-like you is. They know how powerful you are. And by any means, they are going to keep you in that state until we know how powerful we are. Till this day, proceed with caution when approaching. And if you breathe wrong, kill him. 666. We come from 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. Dark matter energy, pure carbon, which is manifested into neuromelanin. God DNA. Man, listen. We have to understand that the fact that we have a soul, makes us magnetism. The fact that we have a soul makes us magnetism, which is what we think, which is why what we think, what we speak, and what we act upon manifests in our reality. See, our soul makes us magnetism. Our spirit makes us electrical. Our soul makes us magnetism. Our spirit makes us electrical. I say this all the time. We are electrical beings, and so we need electrical things. We are electrical beings, so we need electrical things. They feel our magnetism. They feel our electricity. They feel it because they don't have it. The humanoids, they don't have it. Again, we are soul and spirit beings that is having a human experience. See, the humanoids, they ain't nothing but human. This is why it's very important to raise our frequency. This is why it's important to have a balance and get out of living in the flesh so much. See, they feel our magnetism. They feel our electricity. We are soul and spirit beings having a human experience. They're just humanoids, which is why most of them, over 85% of the humanoids have a classified, has a calcified pineal gland. Not only do they have a calcified pineal gland, which cannot be uncalcified, they also do not have souls and or spirits, which is why majority of them do not feel emotions. Think about it. What in the fuck? What mind state do a motherfucker gotta be in to go shoot up an elementary school? And then after you shoot up the elementary school, you're not crying, you're not saying sorry, you have no remorse, you have no emotions towards what you have done. Why? Because you are soulless. You are a soulless being. See, I'm speaking about the God anatomy, the metaphysical anatomy of the God beings. It's a reason why they want us gone. Let me see some numbers real quick. Let me make sure everybody tapped in with me. We are all allowed to have a voice, brothers and sisters. Everyone has so I don't know what that's about, but yeah. Hey, listen, I listen. I ain't doing nothing but teaching the truth. You feel me? What happens? Your heart beats harder. It's your voice. Facts. Let me see. Let me scroll. Let me see some numbers real quick. Let me make sure everybody paying attention. Let me see some numbers real quick. Let me scroll up, see what else y'all talking about real quick. Display, you feel me? Again, if y'all got any questions, put the questions in the question mark. You feel me? If you want to join in on the live, request the live. Request the live. All right, everybody see me for sure. Y'all listening. 100. So the fact that they know how powerful we are, right? They also know that we are deities. They also know we have deity energy within us. They know that we are the gods of this realm. We taught them everything. Still till this day, we're teaching them everything. Till this day, they study us. They're still studying us every single day. They know how powerful we are. The reason why you will never enter, the reason, I had this conversation earlier, right? The reason why you will never, none of us, I'm talking about us. The reason why none of us will never enter the real parts of the Vatican is because they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know that they're worshiping and bowing down to a black woman. They don't want you to know that they're bowing down and worshiping a black man. They don't want you to know that they are bowing down and literally worshiping a dark matter, carbon, neuromelanated being. They don't want you to know this. This is why we'll never go inside of the real parts of the Vatican. Yeah, they open some of the Vatican up to the public. Yeah, all right. You are a god. You are powerful. There is nothing more powerful than you. All you have to do is believe how powerful you are. All you have to do is you are everything and everything is you. You are everything and everything is you. This is why they want us gone. This is why they want us gone. Because they know they can't. Because they can't control it. They don't understand it. So the next step they must do is destroy it. This is why they are constantly trying to destroy us. They took away our second son. It's coming back. The sun right now is, I'm talking about the energy, the frequency. Whew. I want y'all to understand that they give out signs, right? They give out signs and symbols for the subconscious mind. See, the thing is this, right? The reason why they have power, let me word this correctly. The reason why they have the ability right now and the capacity to have power over us is because their contract is that they have to show us everything. Matter of fact, let me pull it up for y'all. They have to show us everything. Before they do anything, they got to show us how powerful we are. Of course, there's no rules behind it. You know what I'm saying? That's why every superhero is not us. See, every superhero they're talking about us. Every superhero. They're talking about us. But the imagery is not us. See, their contracts is that they have to show us everything and anything before they even, that's their permission. That's their key. Their key is, in order to do this, that, and the third to them, you have to show them what you're about to do and how powerful they are and et cetera, et cetera. I'm about to show y'all this, right? It's a trailer, right? Now, I'm going to pause here and there because I don't want Instagram, you know what I'm saying, to do the little extras and, and kick us off. But the movie I'm speaking about is X-Men. It's X-Men, the Dark Phoenix. Listen to Dark Matter Energy. It's X-Men, Dark Phoenix. And I do want to say shout out to Rashad Jamal. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to the bro. Shout out to the young God. You know what I'm saying? Free to God. You feel me? But the movie and the trailer that I'm about to show y'all is X-Men, the Dark Phoenix. And it's literally speaking about how this woman has the power to activate the dark matter energy inside of her, right? Let me put this on full screen real quick. Let me show y'all. Hold on real quick. Y'all be patient. All right. I ain't gonna show y'all the whole 2 minutes, but I'm gonna just skip ahead. Hold on, let me see something real quick. All right. I ain't gonna show y'all too much, but and again, I'm gonna be pausing it here and there. So y'all, let me see how I switch this around. All right. Check this out.
How's it sound? If you break something.
I know my screen dirty, y'all. Don't laugh at me.
I have a school.
My son be messing with me.
Like you, Jake. We could be your new family.
All right, hold on. Let me fast forward a little bit. Let me pause it. All right, so now check this part right here. Check this out. This is her.
Where is she? I'm sorry.
Now, boom. Did y'all just see what she just did? She literally just became dark matter energy. Man, check this out, man. Man, check this out. Let me just fast forward a little bit real quick.
Changing.
What? I'm scared. I'm gonna lose control.
Now, check this out. She just said, I'm going to switch this back around. Now, check this out. She said, I'm scared because I lose control. That's how powerful she is. That's how powerful she is. This is X-Men, the Dark Phoenix. This is the official trailer 3. You can go watch it, right? She said that I'm scared because of the powers that she holds, the dark matter energy that is within inside of her. She's scared, right? Now, the thing is this, right? a lot of us say we want powers, right? But when we get scared, okay, prime example, right? She gets scared, and when she gets scared, she activates her dark matter energy, and she literally destroys shit. A lot of us, we be talking about, oh, how we want powers and this, that, and the third. But as soon as we get mad at somebody trying to cut us off, we want to ram our car into buddy car. If somebody cut us off in goddamn in traffic, we want to blow buddy top off. Now how would that look? How would that look for one of the most powerful beings to have access to certain powers? But yet, as soon as we get mad or upset, we go do some crazy shit. This right here is a prime example of why I say we have to do shadow work. This is the prime example of why I say that we have to heal. In order to get powers, nigga, we got to heal first. We got to heal. Because then we get so mad to the point, man, y'all get what I'm saying, man. Let me continue this real quick.
Bad things happen to people I love. I'm not giving up on you, Gene. This is what family does. We take care of each other. So
Boom, look at that. She got scared and just destroyed some shit. She more powerful than this nigga. This nigga right here was the most powerful X-Man there was. Now she's more powerful than him. Why? Because she's accessing dark matter energy. Come on, fellas.
that power destroyed everything it ever came into contact with. Until you. What they don't understand, they fear.
Oh, what she just said, she said, what they don't understand, they fear. Oh my God, I literally just said this. Hold on, let me rewind that real quick.
What they don't understand, they fear. And what they fear, they seek to destroy.
They seek to destroy. Now, one thing about the humanoids, right? If they can't control it, they can't control it because they don't understand it. And what they don't understand, they seek to destroy, which is why they want to destroy you. Listen, if y'all want to go watch the trailer, bro, it's trailer 3, the Dark Phoenix X-Men. They talking about us, man. Even the blue man, even the blue dude in X-Men. Who the hell you think they copying off of? Hey, understand something. First and foremost, understand something. Even when it comes to these superhero movies, just broaden your perspective of this, right? When it comes to the superhero movies, I've always had this thought in my mind, even as a kid. How in the hell does your imagination become so broad? We good? Everybody good? All right, so bad. So look, so my thing is, how can your imagination be so broadened to where you create movies and shows like this? Now, one thing I said about having a soul and a spirit, right? Your soul and spirit, that makes you magnetism and that makes you electricity. Now, you can only have an imagination so big and so broadened, right? You can only have an imagination so big and so broadened to the point, you can have your imagination so big and so broadened only if you have a spirit and a soul. If you have a spirit and a soul, then that's the only way you can have an imagination. If you have a soul and a spirit, that's the only way you can have dreams. That's the only way you can have dreams. Even with dreams is proof that you exist in other dimensions. Dreams is proof that you exist in other dimensions. Same things with imagination. Your imagination is not just something of make-believe. It's something that actually exists. So when they imagined having superheroes in these movies, these not imaginations. What they're doing is they're studying the gods. They're studying dark matter energy. They're studying dark matter energy manifested in carbon form, 666, 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons, the beast. Then they're also studying the scientific term of carbon, which is neuromelanin. They're studying you. They're not imagining a European flying and being indestructible. This is not something that you imagine. This is not something that you just create out of thin air. This is something that had to exist. There is nothing more powerful than you. I'm gonna give you another illustration of how powerful you are when it comes to you being a carbon being. 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, 6 protons. And real quick, I want to touch on to the person that said they want to know God more than anything. Sit down with yourself. That's the first step to knowing God. No song, no music, no TV, no phone, no entertainment. Do not stimulate any senses. Do not stimulate any senses. Just sit down and be with yourself. You want to know God? Sit down with yourself. You want to know God? Look yourself in the mirror. Don't just look yourself in the mirror. Look yourself in the mirror. Stare into your eyes for about an hour. You want to know who God is? Okay. It says it in the Holy Scripture. If you truly want to know God, remember that the kingdom of God is within you. Remember, within this temple, there will be no observation. They will not say, here it is or there it is. For remember, the kingdom of God is within you. Oh, yeah, I study this shit. So you want to know God? Go turn off the lights. When we get off live tonight, turn off the lights. Don't be scared either. Turn off the lights. No music, no phones, no nothing. Turn off the lights. Sit down and close your eyes. You want to know God? Yeah, all right. We're going to see if you truly want to know God. Now back to what I was saying. 6 electrons, 6 protons, 6 neutrons. This creates carbon. Every atomic bomb, every mass destruction is made of carbon. Every weapon is made of carbon. Think about it. For those that know what gun, for those that know for those that know about guns, right? When you shoot a gun multiple times, and for those that don't know about guns, I'm finna teach you. When you shoot a gun multiple times for a long period of time, over time, right, your gun will start to rust a little bit. Your gun, you know what I'm saying? And you will know when you need to clean, and you will know when you need to oil your gun, right? When it start jamming. Now, think about it. When you clean your gun, you're cleaning your gun because of carbon buildup. Every atomic bomb, every mass destruction, every weapon is made up of carbon. Every weapon that you have to clean it because of carbon buildup. See, the thing is that we've been programmed, we've been conditioned, and there has been a spell casted upon us to believe the things that we cannot do. The fact that we are electrical beings, spirit and soul, God beings, having a human experience, we have the ability to defy physics. What does that mean? What exactly? That means we have the ability to fly. That means we have the ability to teleport. We have these abilities. Why do you think they call over 90% of our DNA junk DNA? Ain't no way in hell you come from God, you come from source, and there's over 90% of DNA that is inside of you that is junk. It's not just junk DNA, it's just DNA that has not been activated. It's just DNA that has not just been unlocked. Man, we could do, man, flying. I ain't gonna say flying is easy because I ain't finna sit here and say, oh yeah, I flew. You feel what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? But best believe, yeah, you know, so a little more practice. Oh, baby, I'm gonna be levitating in a minute. But but who? You think I'm finna show y'all? Man, listen, I'm not finna be on social media showing y'all some shit. I'm telling you that right now. Because best believe, but who? They gonna come knocking on my door? Pfft, who? Pfft, stop. You're not finna be experimenting on me. See, y'all think Stranger Things is just a show, but that shit is a real fucking story. Stranger Things is a documentary. Just like how they say The Matrix is a documentary, Stranger Things is literally a documentary. You can literally look it up. It's literally based off a true story. You can look this shit up. Don't listen to me, though. You know, I tell people, listen, don't listen to me. I don't know nothing. Man, what I do is I go turn on my TV. I watch cartoons. I look at what the cartoon said, and I just come back and tell y'all. Don't listen to me. I don't know nothing. Do your own research. That's what I tell people. Do your own research, man. I be watching cartoons, and I just come back and repeat the shit. Shit. I'm telling you. Y'all think I'm finna be on here showing y'all some bang? Listen, boy, stop. Look, man. We can go ahead and dive into this community gathering real quick. Let me see. Thank you for the quick lesson. Yeah, of course, for sure. I flew before. Somebody said they flew before. Let me move this out the way. My bad, y'all. I got this other device over here. Record for my YouTube, man. For those that don't know, I also got a YouTube. I be uploading my videos on. I've been suspended for 2 weeks. You feel me? You know how YouTube is. When you start speaking at yeah, you know, they suspend you a couple days. You know what I mean? Till you can't post. But I should be good now though. So I'm gonna upload the rest of my lives, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So y'all can, yeah, you feel me? Y'all gotta understand, man, when they don't understand you, when they can't control you, the next thing for them to do, which is in their nature, which is their birthright, is to destroy you. I'm telling you, man. Let me see. Let's dive into this community gathering, man. I see a few people that want to join in. Real quick, let me see. Sovereign Gabby, you raised your hand. Have you survived the streets and been this enlightened person? Hey, put that question in the question mark. You know what I'm saying? Whoever just asked me about the streets. What's poppin', Coin?
How you doing? I manifested this.
For sure.
And I knew this was gonna happen, and it just make me so good. It make me feel so good every single time I think that something is gonna happen, and I'm like, I'm gonna just try to manifest this, and I'm gonna believe it's gonna happen, and then it do.
For sure.
It's a real good feeling. The energy is so high. I be watching your lives. It's very few and far between. Actually, you know what? Let me stop saying that. Because the more I am in tune with my vibration, the more the people that speak to me reveal themselves. So I really can't even say that it's few and far between. It used to be.
Yeah.
But more and more, I feel like I'm really coming in alignment with people who are on the same vibration. And either it's really by way of social media. So I really appreciate that. Somebody sent me, one of my best friends, your feed, and I was like, okay, because I don't just watch bullshit.
Facts.
I will not.
Facts.
I'm sitting at my table right now, like I'm sitting here. I done smoked a little bit, just lit my lavender. I'm chilling. I'm tuned in.
For sure.
So and actually, my sister is laying on, my god sister's laying on my table right now because we just got done with a session, and she just needs to sleep. So that's why y'all hear the music in the background, because I just let her sleep. She just, so it's like that sometimes. And I just want to say that I appreciate seeing you because it motivates me. It makes me feel like church. Like I grew up in church, and I remember like people saying they catching the spirit and they feel they feel, you know, provoked. Like I be, and it's my spirit, but it's all the good things, you know. And it's like so many things that I've been sleeping on, like. But I've been telling people for years, like, how could you be from something and it not be in you? Like,
hello. Facts.
the power of manifestation. And I'm sorry, my camera messed up because I'm on another phone. I'm finna request from this other phone. Will it let me request from the other phone?
I don't know. I just know I got a lot of people that's trying to request. So I mean, you good though, Queen. You good. Go ahead. Go ahead and continue.
So every day I've been listening to the same meditation. I'm saying this to y'all because I want y'all to really tune in and really listen for real. Okay. I have been listening to the same meditations because I'm reprogramming my subconscious. Okay.
Facts.
Every day I wake up and I listen to the same one. I help people meditate. And what I will tell you is you need to start off with guided meditation. Listen to something that is going to guide you. I will drop links. Y'all can DM me. I will give you a safe meditation to listen to because all meditations ain't safe for you to be listening to. Right. You need to watch what you're taking in. A lot of them will make you fall asleep. So listen to a guided meditation that's going to help with your manifestations, y'all. Listen to what I'm saying. Because when you really tap in, like he's telling y'all to do, really in real life, sit in your house alone. Turn your lights off. I got mirrors all around me. People scared of mirrors. I love the mirror. Like, all I can say is everything that you be saying, like, I feel like I know what you're about to say, and it makes me feel so happy and so energized, and it just lets me know that I'm right where I'm supposed to be. That's all I really got, y'all. Tap in and listen.
That's amazing. Facts. 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 I appreciate you for tapping in, Queen.
Thank you. I appreciate you for letting me tap in and holding this space. This is so important.
It's the community gathering.
I see you at the top. I see you at the top. I see you again.
Sure.
I see you at the top. That's for sure.
For sure, Queen. I appreciate you.
All right.
All right. Yeah, that's a fact, man. See what it is. That's interesting that she brought that up when it comes to meditation, because in ancient times, right? In ancient times, I need y'all to understand something. The way we speak today is the lowest vibration of communication. English is the lowest vibration of communication. It does nothing. It does nothing. It does not stimulate our throat chakra. It does not stimulate our pineal gland, our pituitary gland, our hypothalamus gland. It stimulates nothing, right? The only time we would speak is when it was time to manifest something. See, that's how powerful our words are. That's how powerful our words are. We will only speak when it was time to actually manifest something. When it was time to communicate amongst each other, we will only communicate by frequency. We will only communicate by vibration. That's it. We will not even move our mouth. We will look at each other, have a full conversation, have a full dialogue, and move on about it. What does this have to do with what does this have to do with meditation? It has something to do with meditation, because once we get in the habit of meditating and quieting our mind, not letting our mind control us, but controlling the mind. I posted yesterday, control your thoughts, because one thought could ruin your whole day. If you are not powerful enough to eliminate that thought and not let that thought consume you and let it control your reality. So the power of meditation is quieting the mind, becoming more spirit and soul, because again, this flesh is nothing but a vehicle. So when you meditate, you're quieting the flesh. You're taking control over the flesh. So now you could be more in the present moment. Now you could actually feel energy. You could actually, you can actually communicate amongst the community through vibration and frequency. And the only time that you want to speak, or the only time that you want to think, is when it's time to manifest. When it's time to bring in something from the spiritual realm down to the physical realm into your reality. That's the power of meditation. It's quieting the mind, controlling your thoughts. And then when you become intentional behind it, having intentional meditations, then you take those intentional meditations and you apply it to your life. This is why when I first get up in the morning, right? When I first get up in the rising, for those that don't know, when you first get up, your brain is in this theta state, meaning your subconscious mind is receptive to any and everything to program the rest of your reality throughout your experience of that moment, day, whatever the case may be. So when I first rise in the morning, I don't touch my phone. When I first rise, I don't plug in my Wi-Fi box, because those are also waves, brain waves. It infiltrates the brain wave. Hello. I pray, let him who have ears hear, right? So I don't plug in my Wi-Fi, right? I don't turn on the TV. I don't listen to music when I first get up. The first thing I do is I speak. The first thing I do is I lay. I be present. I'm present when I first open my eyes. Now, then I start speaking affirmations. 5-10 minutes in, I'm speaking affirmations. I'm programming my subconscious mind and my conscious mind, because most of us don't really understand that our subconscious mind controls over 98% of our conscious mind, which our conscious mind controls our thoughts, which our thoughts controls our reality. This is why it's very important to meditate. I know a lot of people say, oh, I don't know how to meditate. I don't like meditating. You know, this, that. Listen, meditation can be anything. Meditation can be anything, but you also have to understand that if you want to be as powerful as you can be, oh, baby, the highest vibration of meditation is sitting down, legs crossed, and just being. Even to a lot of people, even with a lot of people saying, oh, all that all that, they call it bullshit. But you have to understand what that vibration is doing to your glandular highway, which is what they call the chakras. You have to understand what that frequency, the hertz of that frequency, is doing to your pituitary gland, what it's doing to the crystals that start vibrating and start bouncing off of your pineal gland, and it stimulates the pineal gland. And even just the think about this. Oof, think about this. I'm glad this just popped in my head. Think about this, right? The sun. The sun is the most important entity that all natural living beings need. The sun gives us, I'm talking about information, it communicates to us and everything. Think about this. The sun hertz, the sun frequency, right? It vibrates. The sun has a frequency, the sun vibrates, and it also has a hertz. The hertz of the sound of the sun is check this. When you're talking to somebody and you can't remember what you're about to say, right? What is the first thing that comes to your mind in the subconscious level? You say, then as soon as you say, you remember what you was about to say. Why? Because you're tapping into the frequency of the sun. So me and you having a conversation, I can't remember what I said. As soon as I say, I instantly remember what I was about to say, and I can continue speaking. Every time. You can go look at somebody's lecture right now, and I guarantee you within 10 minutes, they probably said 10 ums. They probably said 20 ums. Why? Because they're tapping into the frequency of the sun, because they can't remember the information that they're trying to impute. So what they do is they, on a subconscious level, they say so the sun frequency can penetrate the equilibrium so they can remember what they was about to say.
This is why it's important to sit down and meditate. This is why it's important why most monks and most Hinduism and other entities and other beings, they sit down and meditate and they say, why? Because you're tapping into the highest frequency and vibration of this natural material realm, which is the sun. Let me ask somebody else up in here, man. That's why it's important to meditate. 666, we are the beast. That's the fact. Yes, we are the beast. Period. We the beast. We can create heaven and or hell. Right now we're letting other people control our energy to create hell for us. But baby, all we need to do is rise. Yeah, we are the beast. Huh? Yeah, we come from dark matter energy. Dark matter, we can create chaos and or peace. We can create heaven and or hell. We are that, and so we are. We've been that, and we're going to forever be that. 666, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, 6 protons. Dark matter energy manifested into carbon, which is scientific neuromelanin. You are a fucking god. Let me ask somebody else up here real quick, man. See what's popping, man. We got Mrs. Knox. You raised your hand. Come on to the front of the class. What's popping?
How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. How you feeling?
I'm doing good. I'm at work, guys, so I'm gonna try to be fast. But this is it's funny that you say this because when I try to tell people about stuff like this, they be like, girl, you just tripping, you know, whatever the case is. But it's very important. This is why a lot of times when people are speaking the truth and they try to make them seem like they're crazy, they try to attack the mind. So they put them under all these medications and all that so that you can lose conscious of yourself. You lose connection with your spirit, and then they can fully control you. So people don't understand that. So it's very important to be in touch with your inner spirit because we are gods. And that's why if you notice, with us, with the melanated, especially melanated people, we're just it's no limit to what we can do. I mean, it's just crazy. You look at all the talents we have and the things that we got, that we do, and we do it effortlessly. I'm sorry. But it's just important for us to know that because the government and everything, they try to, you know, control us, and they control us. They just teach us lies and everything. Even school, a lot of things with the kids in school is a lot of lies. And we're raised to believe these people and think this is the way to live. That's why you got to be in touch with your inner self, because we are gods and we have to connect with our inner self, because in reality your flesh will have you lost. And people don't understand that. So it is, you are so true. I'll be watching you. It's just like, I try to tell people this all the time. They don't want to hear it because they let the flesh control them, and they get so adapted. They get so controlled by these worldly things. But we're supposed to be in the world, but not of the world. And people don't understand that. So yeah, I just wanted to tap in with y'all. I'm at work, y'all high, and just to get on here. So yeah.
I appreciate you for tapping in, Queen. Thank you so much.
All right.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Hey, listen, all that's a fact, man. That's a fact. And you know, I'm glad she even brought that up, right? See, what it is this, right? This is how the brain works, right? When you've been conditioned and programmed to believe something, right, for a long period of time, you found refuge in whatever you believe. You found refuge into all that you subscribe to, right? When all in actuality, when you break down the metaphysical of it, it was you the whole time, right? Boom. But that's besides the point, right? When you find refuge in this belief, in this programming, in this indoctrination, right? You have to understand how the brain works. Not the brain, but the conscious mind works. See, the conscious mind, what happens is if you try to implement something that goes against what the conscious mind has been programmed to believe, it sets up a defense system. That defense system is called denial. That defense system is called keeping yourself in the box. And so what happens is, even if you try to introduce new ideas or new perspectives to a person that subscribed to something that that you can go on YouTube and really see that the shit is fucking fake, right? When that person is in denial, what it is that that's their conscious mind putting up the defense system. Now, the subconscious mind is always working. I said this, that your DNA and your subconscious mind is always working, trying to wake your ass up, trying to get you back powerful, And you know what I'm saying? I'm finna touch on that. Trying to get you back powerful than who you are. Right? So basically what happens is, like I said, when you try to introduce new ideas or new perspectives, that conscious mind set up a defense system. And so now that person then becomes defensive and so closed off and so closed-minded because they found refuge in something. See, you can find refuge in something, but that doesn't mean that something is beneficial for you. Now, I like what this person, Sky Triff, just posted. Psalms 82:6. I said, ye are gods, and all sons of the Most High. I got that in a song right now. It says, ye are gods, sons of the Most High, yet you will die like mere men and fall like the princes. You will die and fall in frequency. I said, ye are gods, but you will fall in frequency. You will die like mere men. And all it is more so metaphysical as well. Why? Because we never die. It's impossible to die. We are pure energy. We are dark matter energy. We are carbon beings. You cannot kill energy. Energy has no beginning and or end. What does that mean? That means we don't have a beginning and or end. That means we are the Alpha and the Omega. We are the beginning and the end. We are everything, and everything is us. You cannot kill energy. We learned this in 2nd grade, 3rd grade. Shit, one of them grades. One of them 12-step programming systems. We learned that somewhere, because that's all what school is. Even when you break down the etymology of school, the etymology of school and the real definition of school means to hold back and or to train a dog. And school is nothing but a 12-step programming system. It's a 12-step programming system. If you can, homeschool the babies. Let me tap into some questions real quick. Then we're going to ask somebody else on here real quick. Somebody said, not a question, but you should watch the Galactic Messages on Gaia if you haven't yet. It's very interesting. It gives you a different perspective on the Matrix. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to check that out. I'm going to write that down right now, Queen. Let me see. Galactic Messages of Gaia. Oh, damn, this is the wrong book. Damn. I'm just write it right here. Galactic Messages. What did it say? On Gaia. All right, for sure. I'm gonna check that out. Let me see. Let me jump into some questions real quick. Somebody said, I'm curious to know your take on spiritual warfare against us melanated folk, and if we all, though we have the potential, will make it to the point of such developed advancement. Appreciate you, Queen. King. I'm tripping. I'm curious to know your take on the spiritual warfare against us. We've been at spiritual warfare for a long period of time. You know, the first thing they got to do is take our mind first, right? So the first thing they did was they took our physical, right? You know, they of course they enslaved our physical. You know what I'm saying? And so once you beat down the physical, because the physical is so attached to the spiritual and the soul, you know, then our soul and spirit becomes less forefront and become more flesh, right? Excuse me. So we've been on a spiritual attack, right? Even with the food, you have to understand that all foods have a spiritual component, right? Every food has a spiritual component, which is why when I started changing my diet 8 years ago, so much information started coming to me. My path opened up to me. Why? Because once I changed my diet and I started eating electrical things, again, I said we are electrical beings, so we need electrical things. When I started implementing electrical things in my diet, my DNA started to unlock and I started to remember who I am. My spirit and my soul became more forefront. More so also me fasting, right? So when it comes to the spiritual welfare, we just, what it is that this, right? And I'm glad you asked and emphasized that though we have the potential, will we all make it to the point of such developed advancement? What we have to understand is the times that we in right now, right? The first off, our second son is already back. I'm gonna say that now. Like, I'm not even gonna say it's coming back. Like, it's already back. A lot of us are not getting downloads, we're getting uploads because we're no longer going down. We're going up. So we're getting a lot of uploads. On top of that, the sun that we see today is emitting so much energy and so much solar flares, hence why it's been so hot. That heat literally unlocks our DNA. The sun, like I said, it gives us information. So when it's hot outside and that sun is going, go out in the sun and sit in the sun. I'm going to keep it gangster with you. If you can't go sit in the sun for at least 30 minutes to an hour, I don't care how hot it is, that means you are toxic. That means you have toxic entities and toxic things inside of your body and attached to your body. The best way to get rid of them is to stay in the sun. It's to fight through those toxic entities that is attached to you. Stay in the sun, sweat it out, and get rid of it. So now when you go outside in 90-degree weather and 105-degree weather, nothing is happening to you. You're 100% fine. You have to understand that your body is at 98.3. Your body's between 97 and 98.3 degrees Fahrenheit at all times. So how in the hell can you not go outside, and how in the hell can you not go outside in 85-degree weather? Why are you irritated within 2 to 3 minutes of you being outside in 85 and 86 and 90-degree weather? How? That's impossible. You're toxic. You have toxic things inside of you. So with our food having a spiritual component, we have to understand about the war that they put inside of our food to keep our DNA dormant. And if our DNA is dormant, we're not having the uploads that we can have to ascend our spirit and our soul. Hence, which is why the frequency of this plane is rising. We're literally going from 3D to 5D, and we're skipping 4D. But the thing is that the beings that are still in 3D, the 4D low vibrational beings, are being attached to these 3D to keep the 5D in 3D. I pray y'all get what I'm saying. I'm not finna break that down because I don't even know how I just broke that down, but I just broke that down. See, that's the energy, that's the spirit, that's the soul working through me right now. I don't even know how I just broke that down, but I just broke it down. The energy of the frequency is rising. We're moving from 3D straight to 5D. In order to move to 5D, you have to be healed. You have to have shadow work. I ain't gonna say fully healed, but you have to be doing the work. You have to be trying to doing the work because you're not gonna go in a high frequency with 3D baggage. I'm gonna say that right now. You're not about to go into 5D with 3D baggage. Now, I'm not saying that you gotta be fully healed, but you gotta be doing the work. So the frequency is rising. So we're going from 3D to 5D. We're skipping over 4D. But the beings that's not elevating and doing the work so they can ascend to 5D is 4D entities that are being attached to these 3D beings that are attempting to keep the 5D in 3D. That's why it's very important to be very self-aware of the people, the places, and the things that is around you. I pray I answered your question. I really pray I answered your question. You know, my mind just be going, man, and I be trying to get everything out. I don't be trying to be talking so fast, but I just be, man, my shit just be going, man. So forgive me, man. I really pray I answered your question. So somebody said, what do you think about the many neuromelanated beings that are unlocking their abilities and are being locked up and medicated by the government, being told that they are They are, listen, I'm gonna just say this. This is the reason why I said the abilities that I have and that I'm developing, I would never go on social media to display this. The only time I'm displaying this, it has to be in person with no cameras. Why? Because they are always watching you. They are always watching you. And the best way to answer that question is to watch Stranger Things. Y'all see what they did with 11. Experiment. They know how powerful all them little kids. Even when we jump into the last season, all of them kids got special powers. Stop displaying it. That's what I suggest. Stop displaying it. Keep practicing. Make it stronger. Because when it's time for war, we're gonna need that. With us what they did was with this Instagram and this Facebook and these smartphones and all, what they did was they conditioned us and programmed us to pretty much surveillance ourselves. See, we be so caught up with, oh, they got cameras on this street, they got cameras on this street, or they got satellites, or they got drones. Nigga, we got a whole phone. I got an iPhone right now. I have an iPhone right now. When I'm looking, for those that do not know, when I'm looking in my phone, there's an infrared beam in my phone in one of the little camera parts. Every 3 to 5 seconds, that infrared camera goes off. It's going off and it's taking a picture of me. Every 3 to 5 seconds. I volunteered for you to surveillance myself. We volunteered to surveillance ourselves. So why the hell is we tripping about drones? Why the hell is we tripping about satellites? Nigga, we got a whole smartphone. We got all the majority of us got smartphones. We raised our hands. We not only did we raise our hands, we volunteered to go to the store to get phones to surveillance ourselves. So the best thing that I can tell you to those that are developing powers is to not record anything. Develop your powers away from technology. Even turn the Wi-Fi off. Because again, Wi-Fi is electromagnetic waves. Our brain emits and receives electromagnetic waves. I pray I answered your question. Let me ask somebody else on here real quick, man. Fact, we pay for the surveillance. They like shit. Nigga, we paid for this shit. Nigga, like, I'm gonna keep it. I got a whole iPhone 13. Nigga, I'll be scrolling through Instagram. I'd be like, damn, it's been 3 minutes, but they done took about 30 pictures of me right now. But God, now I'm slick trying to look at Instagram with the camera facing up now. Like, you feel me? I'm trying to be like the little kid. You got games on your phone. I'm trying to goddamn scroll like this now all of a sudden. You feel what I'm saying? Shit, nigga, we paid for the surveillance ourselves. What we tripping about the goddamn drones and shit for? Nigga, what? Nigga, you got whole smartphones. Nigga, it's a smartphone. Nigga, like, what you think is going on? Not only that, they call it a telephone. This is literally a telephone. When you break down telephone, teleport. I'm literally teleporting to wherever you are. How in the fuck can you see me through a device? I'm out here in Georgia, you in LA. How in the hell? This is a whole portal right here. It's a whole portal right here, my nigga. Like, what are you? That's why they call it a telephone, a portable device. Man, look, let me ask somebody on here real quick, man. Y'all ain't listening to me, dog. I'm just out here talking, man. Y'all ain't listening to me. Let me ask somebody else on here real quick. Display, you feel me? We got thicker than a Snicker, 214. What's poppin'? You raised your hand? Come on to the front of the class. Oh, she unable to join? Never mind. We're going to add CMV Benji. You raised your hand. Come on to the front of the class.
What it is, King?
Oh, what's popping, bro?
Vibing, bro.
How you feeling?
Chilling over here with my daughter.
For sure. Hey, it'll be uncivilized any other way.
Yeah, you know, you feel me? She over here knocked out. Look at her.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She over here knocked out. She gone, bro. But nah, I ain't gonna lie what you say, though. I ain't all facts, man.
Yeah.
That's why I like coming on this live. So like speaking on here, coming on here, jumping on it. Every time you come on here, it's just factual, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
like you were saying. I remember when I first opened my third eye, right, and I was around my uncle there. I was around my uncle, and he told me he could help me with something outside. So then, boom. Once I went to help outside, the minute we went outside, he started busting in his sweats.
Yeah.
Breaking in his sweats, everything. He was like, it's hot. And I checked the degrees. It was like 90 degrees that day. But to me, it felt like 70.
Yeah.
You know, it felt like 70 degrees. So I'm like, yeah, man, I'm like, how you feel it? How you over here, like, busting sweats like that?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. But, you know, to me, like, I noticed I started to become like the grass because I used to meditate a lot. And all the music I was listening to was like Bob Marley and like reggae music.
Yeah.
And I've noticed like my temperature and my body started to become like to the grass. Like even my girl now, like she'll say like my body always hot. Like her body always cold and mine always hot.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, everybody's like, yo, hot body, you hot body, like, but you know, that's just my natural temperature.
Yeah.
I'm getting the temperature of the sun. You
Right.
know? I'm matching the temperature of the sun when I go out. I'm like, man, it's not hot. They're like, it's not hot. They're like, man, it's hot as hell. It don't be hot to me. Like, it be sun days, it might be like a little hot, and then once I go out there and I sat there for a while, it'll go away.
Yeah.
Like, my mind won't even remember it's hot anymore. My mind will just chill.
That's the God energy that's within. That's the God energy within us.
Exactly, dog. You know, that's like everything what you're saying. You pinpoint it's just fast, dog. That's why I had to grow my hair back, cause you know, soon I'm about to branch them.
Yeah.
I'm about to get my branches back. You know, everything. You feel me? Like even like it's nothing to what you were saying about you saying being one with yourself and becoming one with yourself and everything. I'm like, man, I'm becoming more and more one with myself every day. That's why I like even my pictures and the profile, whatever, people can look at it like, yeah, I grew up, you know, I'm from the hood. We all from the hood. Everybody on here from the hood. We all grew up in the hood in some sort of, you know, part, section, whatever. You know? But I just know like my role for a long time I've been putting myself in the back burner to not make people feel insecure or less about themselves or to hide everybody else's feelings. But I've been knew I was a leader. Even my homeboys knew I was a leader. I had one of my homeboys tell me like, yo, we finna go to the top and you finna lead us. And I was like, nah, man, we got everybody finna lead. Because I ain't want nobody feeling no type of weight.
Facts.
I ain't gonna lie, I get a lot of animosity and a lot of like jealousy, dog.
Yeah.
But I've been knew I was a leader, but I ain't take up my role as a leader because of I ain't want nobody feeling no type of way to him.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, fuck that, I don't care.
Fuck it.
You know, now I don't care. You know, if I'm meant to be a general, I'm the general. You feel me? If I'm meant to be the head, I'm be the head. I'm the head, dog. I don't care. You feel me? If I'm
gotta be that, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have to.
If I'm frontlining with them sticks and them brooms,
yeah.
frontlining on ladders.
Facts.
You feel me? Frontlining on ladder, dog. You feel me? That's why I'm embracing myself even more in my light and my dark, bro. Like, yeah, you see the peaceful me, but when it's time, like, even my other homeboy told me, he said, man, I like you, dog, because you always on go. Like, you always ready. Remember, if you stay ready, you gotta get ready. He said, man, you always ready. I'm like, man, I know I stay ready, bro. No matter what it is, what it's about.
Yeah. For sure.
Like, I don't care what it is. If it's about some money, let's go. If it's about action, let's go. If it's about business, let's go. If it's about take care of the family, let's go. No matter what it is, I'm always ready. I'm here. I'm here. My mind is always thinking. I'm always thinking like 10 steps ahead because I like to play chess. You know, I love playing chess. When I learn how to play chess, that's all I do play chess. I got chess on my phone right now.
For sure. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing. I learned how to play chess when I was in 2nd grade.
I learned chess when I went to prison. So
yeah.
Once I learned, because, I'm always a fast learner and I adapt quick. So once I started learning chess, I was like, oh, yeah, I fuck this shit because it makes me use my brain. Anything that makes me use my brain, anything that makes me use a step ahead, I'm like, okay. Like, you feel me? Like, sometimes you got to play checkers, too. Sometimes you got to, like, do a little quick move, sacrifice. In that position. Yeah. Chess and checkers are the same. People always say this chess, not checkers, but it's really the same.
Yeah.
Because checkers, you really got to know, you got to set up the board to make them certain moves, to skip, like, 2 pieces or 3 pieces ahead.
Yeah.
like it's all everything all strategy. It's all strategy.
Right.
Check is a strategy.
Yeah.
Just chess more a little more advanced.
Yeah.
You know, like nah, like what you were saying though, man, with the energy and with the sun and everything, dog. Like I feel I'm getting back to my old self too, especially when I first came to my first awakening, dog.
Yeah.
You know, like when I got back to my old self, I had to. I had to, dog, because before I came on here, my mind was a little clouded. But as I seen y'all was talking, and when you was talking about the Phoenix and everything, when you was, and the other lady was on there talking, like my mind started to get more like clear and started to calm down. And started to get more focused down. I'm at a point right now, like, okay, I'm focused.
Yeah.
I know what I want to do after I get off the live. I know what I want to do right now.
Yeah.
Like my energy just started to, y'all had calmed me down a little bit because I ain't gonna lie, my brain it started to go all over the place. But then once I came on the live and I was watching y'all talk and started getting them codes and the energy,
Yeah.
it calmed.
Yeah.
It started to be still. So I was like, okay. I'm like, okay, you know,
For
I'm
sure.
talking with you. Feel me?
Yeah.
Now I just want to come in here and say that little piece. You feel
Yeah,
me?
for sure.
You know, I'm tuned in every live. You feel
Yeah,
me?
I always appreciate you, man. I appreciate
You
it,
already
God.
know. Oh, one last thing before I go, I wanted to say, like, I remember when I was working, right? When I had got out and I was on house arrest, and I was working. Me and my homeboy, like my homeboy, so tuned in, right? With, like how we so tuned in with each other. I was telling him about this lady at the job out over there, right? He described this lady to me, and he never stepped one foot in my job.
Yeah.
Never stepped one foot in the job, but he described it. He said, "Oh, she got long gray hair.
Yeah.
She white. She fat. She chubby. She got messed up teeth at the bottom." Da-da-da. And he described it, and I'm like nigga, you never been in my job. How you?
Yeah.
And he was like, "I'm there without being there." He said, "As long as you there, I'm there."
Yeah. Wow.
But he really described it without even being there. And that shit,
Yeah.
my mind was just like, yo, like, how do you got this lady down pat?
Yeah.
You never been seeing him.
Yeah. That's powerful.
Because I see him.
Yeah.
But since I see, because you know we all connected, we
All
all one.
connected. Yeah.
We all connected, we all one. Just like you said in Stranger Things, when the dude with the technical, you'll see when one creature get hit, all the creatures come because they all connected. That's us. We all connected. Once one of us get hurt, all of us get hurt. That's why even the dude on here that be saying that speaking Allah. Allah stands for arm, leg, arm, head.
Yeah, facts.
Once you understand Allah, when you hurt in God, you hurt in Allah.
Yeah.
Which is yourself.
Which is yourself.
Arm, leg, arm, head. That's you.
Facts.
Allah is you. Everybody say praise Allah, you praise yourself, praise God, man. You feel me? I just want to go. I'm gonna leave with that, man. You feel
For sure.
me?
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I want to let you.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. Allah, man. Yeah. Hey, look, real quick though. He brought up the third eye thing, right? And I've been seeing this little thing, man, that's been going around about this third eye thing, right? About like when you put like metal or something to your third eye, it magnetizes. But you know, it magnetizes if your third eye is woken or if it's vibrating or whatever. So while bro was just on live, I'm sure y'all heard me, heard some coins, right? So y'all can know where this shit ain't fake. But I had went and got a coin because I want to try this shit. I didn't think about trying it until the bro just said, third eye, right? So I'm about to try it. So basically what you do is you get a coin, right? You get a penny or you get a quarter. I got a quarter. I got the biggest thing because I'm going to keep it gangster with you. I do a lot of third eye meditations. I got a whole third eye sound bowl. If this shit don't work, I'm going to be tight. Because, bro, I be putting in work. So just to show y'all, this is heads, right? I'm going to do heads. This is heads. And I'm about to try it out, right? So, boom. It ain't sticking. You feel me? I'm going to put it on the cheek. All right? It ain't sticking. You feel me? Now we finna throw it on the third eye. You feel me? This is heads. Let's see if this motherfucker gonna stick. If it ain't gonna stick, damn. Hey, this motherfucker not falling.
Stop playing. Oh yeah, that third eye activated, baby. That third eye. Hey, listen. I'm gonna do it. You feel me? You feel me? It's heads, B. You know what I mean? It's heads, B. I'm talking and everything, son. You know what I mean? I'm moving and shit, B. It ain't falling, B. Oh, damn, hold up. I ain't pressing, y'all. Hold on. Damn, I think I just lost it. Here it is. You feel me? I'm talking. Hey, you know it's crazy because you can feel the magnetism. You can feel it. Damn, I keep dropping it. You can feel it actually like attached to the head. Yo, this shit, bro. Man, listen, I'm keeping this on the rest of the live. Nigga, we up. Nigga, let's ask somebody else up in this motherfucker. Ooh, nigga, we up. Nigga. Let me ask somebody else up in this motherfucker, dog. We got Infinite King. What's up, guy? You raised your hand. Come on to the front of the class. Yeah, you know, I'm on here for the rest of the live like this. Yeah.
Kings of King, how you doing?
What's poppin', guy? How you feeling?
Man, I'm highly blessed, highly favored, bro.
No, man.
Hold on, I'm turning the light on right now, bro.
Yeah.
Man, how your day going, though, King?
Man, it's doing amazing, man. Beautiful, man. Productive, you know?
I love that, bro. I love that, bro. All praises to you, bro. All praises to us as gods, as emperors that we are.
You know, I'm over here excited. I got the whole world.
Hey,
You feel me? Like,
hey,
yeah, I'm thugging. We on here the rest of the live just like this.
Hey, I'm over here rolling, bro. I'm over here like, look at bro. Hey, man, I'm happy to see you smiling too, bro.
Appreciate it.
We came far, bro. You know, we made it this far. We raised our frequencies and, you know, we reached within to heal ourselves to get to this point of our lives for a reason. You know what I mean? And it's beautiful when I can see another king smiling and he overcame his odds. You know what I mean? And, you know, bro, continue to spread that light, bro.
Yeah,
This is why we was put here to do, you know, as much as we not with each other and just how we was saying we connected, bro. We are connected. You know what I mean? All praises, bro. You know, how has it been on your journey, bro? And how has it been with your healing within these past couple days of, you know, our dimension changing? How has it been for you, bro?
It's been very transformative. I can't say that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shadow work, a lot of self-reflection. You know what I'm saying? Even with my journey beyond now, you know what I'm saying? With me transitioning from the streets, redirecting my energy, my energy into being less self-destructive and more self-improvement. You know what I'm saying? It's been, you know, somebody else asked me a question about, you know, about my journey. You know, I always say, like, I always been on this journey. The thing is just, I just wasn't conscious of the journey.
Correct.
You know, and so I, you know, even like I say, even when I was in the streets, man, I always felt different. You know what I'm saying? I felt different out of everybody. I felt like the leader. I was 16 governing grown men. You feel what I'm saying? As a gang member, I was 16 governing grown men. You know what I mean? So I always felt different. And so when I took a step back and I started to like really be self-reflective and really look at my life from a bird's eye view.
Correct.
Like, you know, it's like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
And you know, it's the same thing, bro. Transitioning, dog. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I was like, I was distracting myself, bro. You know, I was in the streets. I was around people with low frequencies. So as high as my frequencies was, bro, you know, I realized that they was hindering me. And Mosai, you know, isolated me away from my family as well. Like, I'm talking about everybody, bro. Like, I needed that time to myself, dog, because I was hurting and I was running away from them feelings. And we tend to run away from them feelings because of our surroundings as well. You know what I mean? And now we can go back into our parents. You know, we could go back into our mothers and our mother and our father. you know, moving in the fearful and the doubtful state of mind. And that's something that I never seen. Like, that's just how what you just said. Like, you know, we always seen ourselves as being leaders. Okay, we seen ourselves being leaders, but it take a real leader to understand himself, right? So now the feelings, the emotion feelings that you had, bruh. You know, the nighttime of you sleeping, how was that?
Growing up.
Now, like that you are moving off of your subconscious, that you moving off of different frequencies.
Now it's more intentional.
It's more intentional.
It's more intentional. Like even when I say I'm about to rest, I don't even like to say sleep. You know what I'm saying? I say I like to rest because my body is resting, yet I'm never asleep. My soul and spirit leaves my body every time. I have a spiritual experience every time.
Every time.
So I tend, or at least I tend to put in effort to every time I do lay down and rest. I have intentions before I do travel, before I do go tap into the astral realm. You know, and even with me resting, you know, I know it's more spiritual because when I don't get enough rest, I know that I need to rest because my spirit and my soul is calling for that.
Correct. So look, what was that point when you felt that awakening of your soul?
When was that point?
When was that point?
I feel like because I know that the journey is the destination and there is no one destination. I felt like it was over time. Like it wasn't I woke up and my soul was.
Correct. It continues. Like right now, you know, like right now that, you know, we connected, you know, as kings right now, you know, our frequencies and our souls are becoming even more and more awakened right now as we speak, because we exchange with purity, you know, we exchange with love, you know, and understanding you, and I understand you, King. That's something, dog. Just like Nissy said, brother, marathon continues and it don't stop. This shit keep going. You feel me? This shit don't stop, bro. So, hey, bro, where you at, bro?
I'm in Georgia.
You in Georgia? We got to connect face to face. You know, which we are face to face already. We don't have to be in each other's presence. You know, we are connected already. Again, bro, I'm proud of you, bro. You know, it's beautiful to see how we can become these kings that we are, and acknowledge that.
Yeah.
You know, being able to acknowledge that, man. I'm from Miami, bro. You feel me? I'm from Miami, but I just moved. Mosai led me to move to Orlando. I came up here with my wife and my kids, dog, right? And it led me to even reaching more deep within myself. Real shit, dog, you know, and like, bro, I've been going through some feelings, dog. Like, the feelings, dog. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. On the 8th, once that portal opened up of the heart, you know, dog, I was sleeping, right? And I'm resting. Sorry. I'm correcting that. You supposed to be there to hold me accountable, but I'm gonna hold myself accountable. You feel me? I was resting. And dog, I went back at our time travel, right? And you know, I came up in a very much abusive household, bro. You know, very much abusive. We talking about physically and verbally. You know, I came up in the streets. I was born into shit that I should have never been exposed to. Not even saying should have, because at the end of the day, you know, everything happened and planned out and worked out. You know, it was already written for me, so it was meant for me to go through it. But I was resting, dog, and my nigga like tell me how I'm sleeping and I'm knocked out, bro. I'm resting, and I felt I was in a corner crying, bro. I was in a corner crying, right? Just crying. But me, I'm standing over myself. Bro. And I'm looking at myself, and I seen that when I woke back up at 11:11, bro, right? And it was like, damn, I woke up on a whole different frequencies. I woke up as a different person. It's like every day I do wake up as a different person, but man, I've been letting go of my trauma, bro. Like that shit, like them feelings, bro, been like very much crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, and going back in the past, cause I moved on from it. But you know, we not gonna forget about certain things. You know what I mean? And how was your upbringing? You know, have you spoken to the world about your upbringing, Brett? Have you let people know? You know, and yes, goddess, yes, it is a rebirth. You know, it was a rebirth for sure, for sure.
Real quick before I answer your question, I want to touch on what you said, because I wanna implement a broader perspective of what took place that night.
Yeah.
What you experienced was you healing the inner child that's within you. Although you probably didn't experience the entire gist, or the entire situation of what may happen in that realm, but what you experienced was you healing the inner child with that was in you. That's why when you woke up at 11:11, you felt new. You felt lighter, right?
Hey, bruh, you know, I felt empty, but it felt empty. But in all reality, bro, I just was like, it was like, damn, bro, like, shit felt crazy, bro. But I knew it was all worth the feeling, bro. I woke up in a cold sweat. I was full of sweat, bro. I was sweating, and my bed was full of sweat. I was sweating, and I have those. I had just like bro was saying in the past video, right? I'm a personal trainer, bro. You know, I train a lot of people, so I deal with a lot of people with different emotions. A lot of people that has went through so many different stages in their lives as well. So, you know, I actually healed myself through that. You know, I healed myself through my kids as well. Now that I have kids, you know, I've healed myself also through my kids, and it's a beautiful feeling, bro. It's very beautiful, bro. You know, and my heart has became so pure, bro. But I realized that day was like, it was like I had a lot of those trauma. I had a lot of those time rewinds, but that feeling, bro, was just different from every one of the other ones that I had, bro. That shit was crazy, bro. Real talk.
I'm happy for you, bro.
Thank you, bro. I'm happy for you too, bro. Energy right back. Infinity Minds. You give me Infinity Minds.
So to answer your question, I don't think I have. I can't recall of me speaking on my upbringing, but I don't have a problem with doing that. So, you know, I can indulge now. So my upbringing was it was me and my mom pretty much my whole life. You know what I'm saying? The first couple of years, you know.
Not to what's your background like? You know, what's your background? You black, you Haitian, you Jamaican, you
Yeah, I'm fully black. Yeah, I'm fully I'm
okay.
native to this land. I'm gonna say
Correct.
that. Native American. My
Correct.
great grandfather was actually Cherokee Indian. And
Okay.
he actually made this bag. He made this bag by hand.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
And they pass it on generation to
Pass
generation,
it on.
and it falls in your hand, right?
In my hand right now.
It falls in your hand, bro.
So yeah, so you know, I'm native to this land. And that's also why I say when I get in the sun, I glow red. Because you know, because that's the soil of this land. The soil of this land is clay, is red clay. So yeah, so it's been me and my mom my whole life. You know, my dad was there, but you know, he left around like first, second grade. You know, his situation. And so I grew up, man. I've been playing football since I was 5.
Same thing.
Hit the streets when I was
So
15.
so look though, all right, and I'm not to cut you off, King. You feel me? When he left, how did you feel? How was the feelings?
When he left, honestly, I didn't know how to feel because it was out of the blue. But I didn't know why he left. I didn't know when he left, and I didn't know where he went. But I do remember that it was one time where my mom called me in her room. I'm a kid, you know what I'm saying, and she put me on the phone, and I'm talking to my dad. You know what I'm saying, and you know I'm finding out he's basically, you know, he locked up or whatever.
Right.
And so now I'm fully understanding what's going on, and I'm like wow, like, you know, I go in my room and it hit me, and I go in my mom's room crying because she in the bathroom at this point. Because at this point, now that I look back on it, I feel that my mom was crying in the bathroom, but she didn't want me to see it. And so when I went to her door and knocked on her bathroom, I started breaking down crying, and I was like, will I ever see my dad again? You know, and so at that point, you know, and even still now, as I talk about it, you know, I feel those emotions, because even with me being a grown man, the child in me still love my dad. The child in me still want my dad. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so those emotions definitely hit home. It definitely hit me to the core. You know what I mean? Because man, you know, as a son, man, I love my dad, man.
Yeah.
And so yeah, you know, it hit me, man. And I also remember, man, I remember in second grade, it was this event going around for elementary school. And the event was a father and son dance. And when I got the paper and I read it, I remember breaking down crying, because I know everybody else got their father. Everybody else got somebody that's gonna come with them, you know, and I ain't had nobody.
That's facts, King.
Yeah. So
Facts. Bro, like, I'm happy that you was able to experience that.
yeah.
I see me, I didn't have my father how I wanted. You feel me? He was a very strong provider. You know, the old generation, they were brought up on just providing, you know, not the nurturing aspect. You know, they full out masculine. You know what I mean? And my mom, she, you know, same, just like you growing up in a household with my mom as well, right? I grew up in a household with my mom, and I lost my grandmama. She got shot 13 times. And then, mind you, in the transition, you know, my mom wasn't with my mom wasn't with my father, right? And, you know, stepfather comes in the picture. The stepfather, you know, of him, he was very abusive. You know, so the crazy thing about it is, though, bruh, I have memories with my stepfather that I wish I had with my father.
Mm.
And mind you, rewind to the conversation that I was telling you. I told you that, look at that, my mind going, I'm time traveling right now.
Yeah.
Mind you, bruh. Look at you in there. So my father, you know, he was just knowing how to make some money, do what he got to do. But my mother, she was in a masculine. She was protecting herself. She been through so much in her life as well, bruh. And my father, he was in a very dark place because he was going through a lot as well. You know what I mean? And you know, he was on a child support, so that was him calling himself as damn, him being on child support is him being a father. You know what I mean? And when I realized that I was just with my mom and I was protecting her, bruh, that shit left me in a dark place, because look, I doubted myself and I didn't get to know myself as much as I really, really, really wanted to know myself, because I didn't really have that time with my father. You know what I mean? And mind you, remember I told you that I just moved to Orlando right now. And before I moved up here to Orlando, Mosai led me. Mosai, my ancestors, you know, they led me to go be with him for 7 months. I lived literally right next door to him, bro. And I was like, fuck it, I gotta, you know, I want to get to know him more. You know, I prayed on it, bro. I prayed on that shit, dog. I'm like, I want to get to know who this man is more, bro. I'm 28, bro. You know, and it's crazy that I'm 28. That was the most time that I actually had to exchange some type of energy with him. But he didn't want to exchange the energies with me, bro. He was so afraid of those feelings. But I had to understand, you know, I'm the healer. You know I'm the healer. I know I'm the strong one. You know, I know that I'm God's chosen one. But he was running away from those feelings, and I didn't want to open those doors back up. You feel me? Because I could open them doors up for myself, of course, and I can be able to deal with it. But will he be able to deal with those feelings for real, for real? You feel me? And then he wasn't able to, bro. You know what
me. So I realized that I was more valuable to my family being away from them than actually being with them. So as I'm being away from them right now, I'm healing them, bro. You know what I mean? It hurts me. I would love to be able to hold my mom too. I would be able to hold my mom too. She's stuck in a very dark place because of, like I told you, the abusiveness verbally and physically. She's just now right now, going like still in that phase, like right now. You know, it's not that I don't want to be with her. I do. You know what I mean? But that shit like is very hurting, bro.
Yeah.
Hurting, bro, to see her in the frequency that she is in right now.
Yeah.
Right now, part of the journey, I knew that I wasn't, you know, I have to continue to do what I have to do right now so I can be able to hear her. You know, I smile a lot more. I'm very much happy and appreciative. I understand that I'm worth a lot, and I understand that I am worthy. You know what I mean? And dog, I'm happy that you were able to, you know, overcome the odds just how I was able to be able to overcome the odds too. Still overcoming, we overcoming a lot of things as the day goes, you know. And I'm working. I've been rebirth. Like I said, that rebirth has awakened so many things. So on the 11th of this month, it was so much shit going on the 11th, bro.
Yeah.
I can get into that with you, but we gonna talk about that another time, and we gonna exchange more energy on a whole nother frequencies. Right now, it's just I literally was like, fuck it, let me just holler at my brother right quick because your number, what's your path number, bro? Like,
I think it's a 7. I think I can't even intelligently speak on.
don't say can't, bro, because you can. I'm not able to. Those are two different things. Your word is the power in the tongues, King. You get what I'm saying? I'm not able to at the moment, dog. You know what I mean? So we gonna definitely work on the tongues. You know, it's a lot of things that we are not supposed to say as kings. You know, we're not trying to do nothing. We are doing.
We are doing facts.
You know, we can't. Nah, we are able to do anything. Anything is. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So that'll make your vision a lot more clear too, King. You know, that'll raise your frequencies too. You know what I mean, bruh? I see. How did you transition your eating habits?
I was locked up. I was down the road, and before I went down the road, you know, I was already big on like conspiracies. And so when I was locked up, you know, me and my bunkmate were just passing back conspiracies, and he mentioned a term called GMO, and at this time I didn't know what GMO was. You know, he told me, but because I like to think for myself, I told myself, okay, I appreciate you for telling me. Well, you know, when I get out, I'm gonna look it up for myself. So, you know, I got out, I looked up what GMO was, and, you know, because for some reason, well, I know it's a reason, of course, but whatever that reason was, I always knew in my subconscious mind that controls my conscious that your mind is more powerful than anything external out of you. So once I searched what GMO was, I instantly was like, okay, well, I'm eating all organic. And once I started eating all organic, because like I said early in this live, you know, food has a spiritual component. So once I started transitioning my diet from eating whatever to now eating all organic, more information just started falling into my lap, like without even researching.
So you had got major downloads, bro. Like you've been getting major downloads once you change that.
The uploads now. We ain't going down no more. We going up.
And we ain't falling back. We going forward. Straight up. So yeah.
So uploads, I was getting a lot of uploads, man. It was just information that just without me even searching. So I went from eating all organic to then I just started eating chicken and seafood. From then I just started eating seafood, and then I went vegan, plant-based, and you know, because it has a spiritual component, you know, my DNA started to unlock. So now I'm in a space where I'm eating more natural food, not just vegan, because even in you know, in these community gatherings, people that ask me about my diet, I even tell people, listen, just because you're vegan doesn't mean you're healthy. Because a lot of vegan food is highly processed. So even with my DNA and I became more self knowledgeable about that, I'm now in a space of just being more just natural. You know what I'm saying? Like I make my own patties, walnut meat, lentils, and you know, I juice a lot, I fast a lot. I just came off a 4-day fast today. This was my last, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Right, that was a major cleanse, bro. That was a major cleanse, man. I'm the same way, bro. You know, I've transitioned myself into eating habits. My same thing with me, you know, and it feels so great, bro. I see you still be on your herbs, right?
Facts.
I don't be on my herbs. I had to stop it, bro. You know, and it's just right now at this moment, it's not for me, you know, because how do you operate off of yours? How you mellow it? How have you been mellowing it?
Well, I don't necessarily I take herbs here and there, but not all the time. The most herbs, the space that I'm in now when it comes to herbs, I just drink my tea in the morning. You
Right.
know, in the rising, I just drink my tea. I do take my Jade Dragon, you know what I'm saying, here and there, but I don't necessarily take too much herbs simply because I mean, you know, it ain't really too much the herbs gonna do for me that my body isn't already doing.
What? Nah, when I say herbs, I'm talking about herbs.
Oh, you talking about
herbs?
Hey, look.
I know.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, you talking about the weed. Yeah, okay.
Right.
Yes, I mean okay, so yeah, I haven't smoked in 8 years. And the reason being is because me being a street oriented.
Recently, like right now, you saying?
No, it's been 8 years since I've smoked weed, since I blew down.
Okay.
Yeah. So the reason why I chose to stop is because one thing about it is that when I used to indulge into making money, right? Off
we know we've been there.
For sure. So the thing is that so when it came to the herbs, smoking the herbs, I was changed. Like I would roll up, light it up. As soon as I light one up, I'm rolling another one. So as soon as this was gone, it's, you know, I'm just going. And I realized that when I started to transition that I need my mind to be clear at all times. Now, I'm not saying I won't smoke because, of course, when I get my land and shit like, oh, baby, yeah, we going up. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about me is that because I'm so aware and I'm so aware of like situational awareness, I like to have my mind clear at all times, and I like to be on point at all times, just in case anything would happen.
You felt like it was hindering you, my brother?
I do. I feel like it was hindering me personally. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was hindering me because when I am under the influence, I'm not on point. My reaction is slow. You know what I'm saying?
Stop that shit, though, dog. It's true. It's so true. And I'm asking you questions because I know there's so many people that would like to, you know, hear these answers. You get what I'm saying? These are the things that we should be able to let other people see other point of views. You know, let them see how, you know, perceptions, you know, let them see how other people move. So, all right. And I felt the same way, bro. I felt the same way, bro. Now, we're going to get into the love situation now. How do you have a significant other?
Not at this moment.
Not at this other. Why is that? I mean, I know it's all divine timing, so just say timing, but what stops that?
Honestly, what's stopping it? Well, personally, me, right now, I'm in a space where a lot of women, they just like the idea of me and they don't like me for me, right? What I mean by that is, you know, I get DMs, oh, I love your plants. I love how you take care of your plants. And I want you because you're in this, that, but yet you don't have a plant in your household. you don't have one plant. So you like the idea of me. You don't like me, right?
Right.
And another reason, and now don't get me wrong, you know, there are women, you know, that do pursue, and you know, one of the things is just that right now, you know, of course, you know, dating styles and this, that, and the third, dating and this, that, and the third. But as far as like, I mean, I'm still in the process of healing myself as well.
So what you saying is you still haven't fully accepted you yet.
Accepting me? No. I'm not saying that.
So I say accepting you, and you know your capabilities. You know how to treat a woman. Your experiences taught you all of that stuff, so you know what you need to do, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? See me, bro. I've been with my wife for 10 years, bro. We've been together for 10 years, bro. And we are currently engaged. We had 2 kids together, right? And dog, I've been healing myself while we've been together. And dog, that's just like dishing out so much energy because I had to also heal her. You know, she went through so much in the past, bro. And there were plenty times, you know, I did want to take the heat to say, fuck it, I need to go. 11-11, you caught it. Hey, okay. Look, man, it's crazy, but I got that 11-11. I got that 11-11. I felt that. But love, man. Love is so beautiful, bro.
Yeah. Right.
Love is beautiful, bro. Most sides gonna definitely, you know, appoint the right one for you. You know, your heart is pure, bro, so you're gonna definitely attract that.
Yeah.
You know, as our heart, we move off of the heart frequencies for sure, for sure. You know what I mean? And it's beautiful to see that you are able to be aware of these things. You know, God gave us the opportunity to be aware of these things and our capabilities, you know. On a day-to-day basis, right? Your meditation.
Mm-hmm.
How times in a day do you meditate? And
oh, my bad. Go ahead. God.
nah, you good. So, all right, how many times do you meditate? And on top of your meditation, what are the different things that you do? You know, like me, I work out. That's one form of my meditation. You know, I get on my grounding. You know, what are your sensations that you do to meditate?
Yeah, so so I meditate at least 4 times a day. And one of my meditations is going to the gym. I definitely go to the gym. But one of the main things when I meditate is that I do yoga first, right? Which is stretching. I stretch.
You know, I actually realized that, bro. I actually realized that, bro. Like that you do. Yes, I
Yeah.
actually. Bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
I stretch a lot. So I stretch first. So I stretch for at least about 45 to an hour. And I do my yoga. I focus on my breathing. Now, one of the main reasons why I do yoga before I meditate is because I'm relieving all tension, right? I want to relieve all tension before I meditate because I just want to be completely relaxed and I want to focus on breath and just controlling the flesh, right? So stretch, and then I meditate. Now, there's different meditations I do, different breath works. Sometimes I speak affirmations in my mind. Sometimes I don't. It's all about intentions.
And during your meditation or during your yoga stretches, what I know you saying you speak your affirmations during your yoga.
No,
That's what you
so only my meditation. So during certain meditations, I may speak certain affirmations. Like one of the affirmations that I speak is I am in control. I just repeat this, but I repeat it in my mind because, again, one of the main purpose of meditation is controlling the mind. So
yeah,
the fact that I have a constant chant that I'm constantly repeating in my mind, I'm controlling my mind. Not only am I controlling my mind, I'm reprogramming my subconscious mind that controls my conscious mind, that controls my thoughts, that controls my reality. Not only am I controlling my thoughts, I'm also controlling my DNA. Because one thing that people don't understand that our energy, our DNA, it doesn't know the difference between something that's real or something that's fake. There's something that's fake. It just knows the experience. So with me continually saying, I am in control, now my DNA and my frequency is going to align with me being in control. So now I'm actually in control of my own reality.
Yes, your perception is very strong and you putting out. You feel me? So now when it comes to your pineal gland, right?
Yeah.
When you got in tune, I had dog with that transition with me, bro. Look at
Hey, you know, I have to throw it back on there, man. Yeah, that bitch ain't.
Hey, my nigga threw the quarterback up like the shoulder, like, look, well, I'm in tune with it now. Okay, then.
Man.
Okay, then. That's, hey, bro, it's beautiful, bro, to have a sense of humor, bro, to smile, you know, because there's so many nights that we cry.
Yeah.
So many nights, bro. You know what I mean? So, all right. So, at one point, when did you really, really, really get in tune with your pink gland? Do you feel as if you remember that moment?
What? It was last year.
It was last year?
For no reason. For no reason, right? I just wanted a sound bowl. All I did, I just wanted a sound bowl. I bought a sound bowl, not knowing that I'm buying a third eye. This is a sound bowl at the hertz of the pineal gland.
Correct.
Didn't know. I'm meditating, doing my pineal, doing my meditation, focusing on my pineal gland, you know, my pineal chakra, whatever the case may be, my third eye chakra. Now, also for those that don't know, the color of the pineal gland is purple. Now check this, right? I was doing this for about 2 months. Meditation, third eye. I went on a trip, which is shrooms. I did 7.5 grams. For those that don't know, that's very high.
Bro, for real?
I did 7, and on top of that, not only did I do 7.5 grams, I made a lemon tech. So for those that don't know what a lemon tech is when you get fresh lemons, you squeeze the fresh lemons with lemon juice. Basically, get the lemon juice and you chop the shrooms up inside the lemon juice. You let it sit for about 5 minutes. What is the acid of the lemons is going to pull all the modalities out of it, so it's going to hit harder and it's going to be stronger. So yeah, 7.5 grams. I made a lemon tech, but the thing is, I knew it was going to be a spiritual awakening. So I treated it like a real ritual. I cleaned myself, got clean. I ate a little bit. And then as the shrooms is soaking inside the lemon tech, I'm playing my African drum. You feel what I'm saying? I'm playing drum right here. I'm just
okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so I took the shrooms within 15 minutes. Man, within 15 minutes, like, oh my God. That's what inspired. What inspired the tattoo on my back. You know what I'm saying? It's a double-headed snake. But the first body of the snake is going into my neck as me being the first head of the snake. During my trip, I have been put in a position as the title, the great chief of all serpents.
Hey, the great thing about it is, though, you put your snake where your spine at. That spine.
Yeah.
Trust me, I'm okay. Go ahead.
So when it came to the third eye, and everything in that nature,
my daughter, by the way, too, not to cut you off.
Yeah, for sure. She's beautiful, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when it came to so at that moment, man, when I say I was in a hotel room, out of nowhere, my whole entire room was purple. Remind you now, the pineal gland, the chakra gland is purple. My whole room was purple. I go outside because I break down. I break down crying because I'm thinking about my son, right? I leave the hotel. The hotel is purple. As I'm driving to go get my son, it's a car that is literally on fire. When I pick up my son and I go back the same way, there's no car. There's no burn. There's no car. When I say the car was in flames.
That's that illusion, but that shit was crazy, bro.
The realm that I was in was like, and the reason why I broke down, thinking about my son was because in this time period, I had put my son in daycare. This was a week of him being in daycare, right? When he was home, he was happy, he was fine, he wasn't sick, none of that. Within 2 years, within 2 days of him being in daycare, every day he'll come home acting out. His nose was running. He was just sick. He was just acting out. And I'm trying to figure out like what is wrong with my son, right? During my trip, my son came to mind and I broke down crying. I broke down because in my mind, I realized that because my son was only 2 years old. So he's not fluently speaking. He's not able to fluently tell me, Dad, I do not like this daycare, whatever. So he was communicating to me by way of energy and him acting out, trying to communicate to me. But you know what I'm saying? So during my trip, I broke down because I'm like, yo, I didn't have a father, right? I didn't have a father figure growing up. So how can I be so oblivious to my son communicating to his father? I'm trying to give I'm giving my son everything that I always needed and ever wanted as a child. How could I be so naive to not realize that my son is trying to communicate to me that he does not want to go to this daycare? Even with him coming home sick, boogers in his nose. I'm like, you know, I broke down crying.
Hey, babe, do you hear what he's saying right now? Yeah. Bruh, this shit's so crazy, bruh, that my son, it's the same thing that happened to my son, bruh.
Man, so now I'm in the bathroom, I'm breaking down crying, and I'm on my knees, and I just keep saying sorry. I'm like, I'm sorry. What I'm doing is I'm energetically.
You were sorry. He was in front of you. He was
No,
there.
he wasn't in front of me yet. No, he wasn't in front of me yet. This was before I went to go got him.
Okay.
I'm breaking down, and I just keep saying I'm sorry. What I'm doing is I'm telepathically and I'm energetically saying sorry to my son for not listening. And I'm also saying sorry to the child in me that needed somebody to listen to them. Because at the same time, I felt like the child in me was communicating through my son for me to not listen to my son, but to listen to the child in me.
I say, bro, I'm talking about, I'm boohoo crying.
I've got snot coming out my nose. So I'm gonna end with this. So I blow my nose in a rag. I still got the towel. I didn't wash it, none of that. I still got the towel that I blew my nose in. And when I blew my nose in it, I threw it down on the ground and I got up in disgust, right? I was like, ew, how dare you not listen to your son? But once I came down off my trip, I realized, how can I sit here and leave this energy inside of this bathroom? Because what happened is, if I don't take this energy with me, and if I don't console this energy, if I don't tell this energy it's okay, you're just learning. If I keep that energy there, that means that energy is going to stay there, and this cycle is going to keep happening in my reality through other dimensions. So I got up and I picked that towel up, and I'm imagining I'm picking that energy up of me breaking down crying, and I'm telling it's okay, come on, because you're learning. Now you know you got your son, he's out of daycare, it's okay. Your inner child, you speaking to you heal your inner, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? And that
dog. Hey, somebody asked the question. They was like, when you took your shrooms, I'm reading on the bottom, it said, when you took your shrooms, were you by yourself or?
Well, no, I was actually with my partner at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, and at the same time, she was in her own reality. So we was in the same hotel room, but we was like in different worlds.
Wow, bruh. It's hey, bruh, let go. That's the part you had to let go.
Yeah.
Just let go, bruh. Damn, boy, that's deep, dog.
Yeah, man. But bro, that ain't even the half of it, man. Like, listen, I'm on Instagram and we gonna connect because we got shit to talk about, bro.
You mudded, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, but look, man. To everyone, to everyone that's here, we I can speak for my benefit, my behalf, man. I do appreciate the energy that y'all sharing. I appreciate you, King. I love you, bro. You know what I mean?
As well, God.
You know, keep it up, bro. It only gets better, bro. Sooner or later it'll be three quarters. You know what I mean? But look, bro. Continue letting go, bro. Continue recreating. Continue to elevate. You know, raise your frequencies, bro. You know, we are gods, bro. We are pure gods, and I'm happy that we had the opportunity too, because there's so many times that we really could have been gone. You know what I mean? And we didn't let certain things hinder us and hold us back from this growth and these feelings. Again, bro, I love you. Keep your head up, bro. To everyone here, I love y'all. Hey, bro, you 666, bro. On 333.
Fact.
Fib. So you know we stamped, bro.
For
You
sure.
know what I mean? I love you, bro.
Love you as well.
Keep it up, bro.
I
I love you,
appreciate you
bro.
for tapping in, guy. We gonna connect off the gram.
Nah, of course. Y'all always connected. We're gonna connect even more though. You know what I mean? Love you, my brother.
Love, God.
All right, King.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I connect with God. Hell yeah, man. 333. 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9. 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. Hey, baby. Hey, that was powerful, man. I appreciate the guy for coming on and asking these questions and having this healing moment. You know what I mean? Because I don't feel like it was a healing moment for the both of us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure it was a healing moment for, a few beings on here as well. You know what I mean? So, man, that was powerful, man. That was powerful. It was a beautiful exchange. And I'm also glad that he said he loved y'all and us, because I don't emphasize never have I ever told y'all how much I truly appreciate, honor, respect, and love y'all as well. So, I appreciate y'all again. Like I said, man, the community gathering wouldn't even be no community gathering without y'all. You know what I mean? So, man, I love, I love every being on here, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. We finna go ahead and get off. It's 11:30 over here. I know tonight was powerful. I know the energy was high. You know what I'm saying? Like how it's been. I love it. Oh my God, man. It was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. It was so amazing. I just want to give honor and thanks to the powers that be that have given me the ability to obtain the knowledge that I have, to not only convert this knowledge into wisdom, to not only be able to teach myself, but the people, places, and things around me. Also send this same energy out to every being that's on this live and to every being that will watch this live, to not only be able to obtain the knowledge, but convert this knowledge into wisdom, to not only teach themselves, but to teach the people, places, and things around them. I give honor and thanks, and I speak life and power into the powers that be. Ashe, Asheo, amen, and all of the above that you shall subscribe to. Again, I just want to give honor and thanks and praise and every being that's on here. The energy tonight was amazing. I truly appreciate every last one of y'all, and I'm glad that God, emphasized that how much love, because I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, without the community gathering, without y'all, it wouldn't be a community gathering. You know what I mean? So I appreciate y'all. I honor y'all. And the last thing I want to say is that this, right? I come as I am. I am who I am. Who I am not, I will never be. Love me for me, or don't love me at all. I shall leave as I come.